He is a toxic and manipulative man when you see the signs. He is a toxic and manipulative man when you see the sign. A lot of relationships started on red flags and they eventually ends because of red flags. So if you are in this, I want to give you 6 signs you will see and that is a red flag. 6 signs that you will notice in your man and you know that this is a red flag. Hi guys, welcome to Juliet Relationship Corner, where I share with you everything on relationship, dating, lifestyle and any other thing in between. So in today's topic, I'm going to show you 6 signs you will notice in your man and you know that he's a manipulative and toxic man. So let's dive in. So the number 1 on my list is they never take any accountability of themselves. They never take any accountability of themselves. So you're in a relationship and your man don't accept fault. Don't accept, okay, see, I'm wrong, I'm sorry. He doesn't speak the truth about himself. He doesn't account for his doings. He doesn't account when he's wrong, when he's right. He only assumes he's always right. There is no accountability, but he can account for the other person. He can pick faults on the other person, but he doesn't pick faults about himself. He thinks he does everything right. He doesn't account for his behavior. He doesn't account for the treatment he gives others. You notice this in your man. First, I didn't mean when you notice this, you run away. No. There is need for you to address it. There is need for you to call him and say, look, this. Look at what you are doing that I don't like. You address the issue. And when he accepts it and know, okay, I'm wrong, and change in that way, and change in that direction, there is no need for you to quit. But whereby you talk to this man and he thinks otherwise, he continue doing what he's doing, not accountable for his faults, for whatever he's doing. He thinks that everything he does is right. So that is the sign of a red flag. So you need to check it out and know when to walk away. So because a lot of people started their relationship by neglecting the red flags. They wouldn't tell me that they don't see the red flag. No. But because they give excuses, okay, no problem, he will change. I don't think he will continue. Because you love somebody and you want to pick everything he does as right. You want to ignore them. Ignore the red flags and move on because you're in love. In the long run, you find out that you will not condone such. That is why a lot of relationships are hitting the rock. So the earlier you identify these red flags and you work towards it, and when it fails to address it, when you've done your best to address the issue, and you find out that you are not getting anything, you find out that the man continues in his doings, that is a red flag. That is when you walk away. But you will not walk away without addressing it. You have to put effort to address it, to talk about it. But when it fails, that is when you walk away. So that brings us to number 2 on our list. They lie about any little thing. They lie about virtually everything, even things that are not necessary. White lie. They lie about virtually everything that is not necessary. So when your man lies about virtually everything, something that he will willingly tell you the truth on. Okay, guy, please, where are you coming from? You are late. Instead of him to tell you that, okay, he was hanging out with friends, he will now lie to you. Something that is not necessary. A lie that shouldn't have come up. So one will be thinking, okay, look at this guy is lying because of this little thing. What more? Maybe in the future. People lie to cover up. People lie so that they will not be exposed. So what if greater things happen occur in the long run? Since he lied because of little issues, something that is not supposed to lie about. So that is what you check. That is to show you that he's a chronic liar, that he can lie as much as you think, because he has started lying in these little things. So what about the future? So what about when you take the relationship far? When you take the relationship to the next level? So because he lies in the little things, talk more of bigger issues. So when you see these signs, it's good for you to address it, for you to talk to your man. See, guy, look at, you lie about this and I don't like it. You talk to him in a way he will understand. And if he accepts his fault and redress it, you can continue in your relationship. But if he continues lying without changing, this is a red flag that you should not ignore. It is a red flag that you should not ignore. So the earlier you dictate it, the better for you to leave, to quit the relationship. Because those little things you feel that, okay, you will solve it, you will address it when you guys get married. Look, if you don't change it now, if the man in question don't change now, there is no way he will change in the future. So there is no way you will push him to change in the future. Because changing starts from his mind. Changing starts from him. You cannot push it. That is the mistake a lot of ladies make when they are still dating the young man. They will think that in the long run he will change when they got married. No. You find out that when they got married, it got worse, that you cannot even be able to condone it. So the earlier you identify these red flags and address it and know whether to stay or to walk away, the better for you. So there is need for you to know the red flags when you see one. You don't push it aside. You don't push it aside. Someone that doesn't give accountability of his life, of his doings, and he lies about virtually everything. And you think you can manage a relationship. No. So that brings us to number 3 on our list today. So number 3 on the list is he talks so poorly about his ex. When a man meets you and talks so poorly about talks so badly about the ex, there is no single thing that the ex does right. In fact, 100% of his ex doings were so wrong. The ex is so bad. The ex is this, the ex is that. There is no single good thing he picks about his ex. Just know that in the long run, he will still talk bad about you. So since he continues talking bad about his ex, so someone that talks about 100% bad about his ex, that is a red flag. But everything about him is 100%. He's the one that does everything right. It's the ex that contributed in their breakup. So check it out, guys. If you are staying with a man, he talks bad about his ex, there is no single thing good about his ex. But he is 100% right in anything he does. Just check it out. He continues telling you about his ex. Just address it. Talk to him, guy. Does it mean that your ex doesn't have any good attribute at all? Know what he will answer. So if he continue talking bad about his ex, that is a red flag. But if he change from it, you can address it and move on with the relationship. But once he continue speaking evil about the ex, that is a red flag, because in the long run, when you guys have issue, he will still talk bad about you. So he's a selfish lover. So when he's a selfish lover, so the earlier you dictate this and address it, the better for you. Don't push it away. Don't push it aside and said, okay, no, he will change. My own case is different. He loves me so much. There is no way he will talk bad about me. He loves the ex so much as well. You're not the only one he has loved before in the past. So for him to talk bad about his ex in that manner, that is to show that he's a selfish person. So the earlier you address it, the better. Try as much as possible to address it. And if he fails to listen, please, it's time for you to move away. So it's better you move away now than move away in the marriage proper. So there is need for you to address these issues, this red flag, when you keep seeing them. So don't ignore thinking that in marriage you will do wonders, that he will change. No, don't assume such. There is nothing like, okay, he will change in the marriage. If he fails to change now, if he's so selfish that he doesn't account for his behavior, he thinks everything he does is right, he thinks everything he does is so perfect, he doesn't listen to advice, everything he says is okay, know that he cannot change. Know that he's a selfish person, he's a toxic and manipulative person. So the earlier you dictate it and work towards it, you will try your best to address it. You don't just move on. No. You don't just walk away. You will try as much as you can to address what you don't like in that relation. Talk to him in the way he will understand. Do your own best to see that he listens to you and know where you are coming from, the angle, what you are talking about. So you will leave the relationship when you've done virtually everything you're supposed to do, and he doesn't change about what you're complaining of. So giving accountability, lying about little things, speaking ill about the ex is a sign that he's a toxic and manipulative man. So it's a sign that he's a toxic and manipulative man. So number 4 on our list is they hang out with bad influence. Your man can hang out with bad influence. People that he hangs out with can be family and friends who talks ill about relationship, who doesn't see the true meaning of being in relationship, who treats women anyhow. And because he hangs out with those type of friends, if he's not careful, he can inculcate their own belief about relationship. They want to talk him down. How can you trust a lady? No. Why will you trust your woman? No. It's not possible. Women are this, women are that. They'll talk ill. This is vice versa. A lady can also keep a bad influence outside, and the ladies, because of the past relationship they've had in the future, because of the bitter relationship they experience, they will want to talk you down as a lady. They want to tell you, why will you trust this man? Men cannot be trusted. Oh. Men cheat. So there is no, how do you know that this your man don't cheat on you? Likewise, the man, how do you know that this your woman don't cheat on you? You see? But what will stop this, if when you guys are communicating, if you two have strong communication, if you have strong communication, you find out that before they even talk about this, you guys have talked about this inside. You've talked about it. You don't hide anything from your man. The both of you shares communication so greatly. You have communication so greatly. And you find out that once you guys are communicating, it's natural that you begin to move away from those bad influence around you. So when you will have this in check as a lady, if your man keeps bad influence aside and he come back to behave the way they taught him, that is when you need to talk with him. And if you talk with him, if you address the issue, tell him, look, this is how I behave. Just watch my character. You don't judge me because of what your friends have passed through in their own relationship. Every relationship is not the same. So when you talk with him, address the issue, and he fails to understand and continue treating you the way the friends think that is good to treat a woman, there is need for you to quit that relationship. But if he sees reason to what you're saying and accepts and begins to have a healthy communication with you, that is when you keep on moving in that relationship. So never you ignore these red flags. Never you ignore this red flag, because it matters a lot in the long run. You might feel, okay, let me push it aside. In the marriage proper, he will change. No. You don't push things aside that way. You have to address it while they come. And when they fail to accept it the way you want, or see reasons to what you are saying, because this will help the relationship to move on. So the two parties involved are supposed to take it so serious. So you don't push it aside. You don't ignore it because you love the guy so much. No. Because these are the things that will cause problem in the future if you take the relationship to the next level. So the better you address it now, the better also for you. So there is need for you to address it while it comes. Don't ignore anything. Don't ignore. So number 5 on our list is how they treat people around them. You are with a man, watch how he treats people around him. Watch how he treats his family members, his friends, well-wishers, people around him, neighbors, colleagues, and everybody around him. The way he talks to them. If he's so polite in talking with them, if he's so polite in dealing with people's issue, know that he's a good match, But if he talks to people arrogantly, if he talks to people below his standard the way he wants, so arrogantly, so poorly, know that he's a toxic man. So the way he treats people around him matters. Because you are dating him, he might be treating you with high priority because he's not yet married to you. But watch if he treats people decently as well, because if he does, know that that is his character. Because this character of a thing, you cannot hide it. You cannot hide it forever. If his character speaks bad about people, if he talks bad about people, if he talks arrogantly to people, if he doesn't have respect to other people, know that that is his character. That there is no way he will hide it forever. That in the long run, in the relationship when you guys might have gotten married, he will still bring those characters. So if you find this, try as much as possible to address it. And if he change, you can move on with the relationship. But if he doesn't, if he continues seeing people as low standard, people around him, if he continues talking to people arrogantly, so arrogant that he feels that his words matters, his words stand, there is no way that we talk down about what he said. Know that that is his character, and if he fails to change, that is a sign that you should not ignore. Because in the long run, he will treat you the way. He will still turn around and treat you that way because that is his character. He cannot change. But when he sees reasons with you, and try as much as possible to work towards that direction and change and implement positivity, you will move on with the relationship. But if he doesn't, that is a sign of a toxic man and a manipulative man. So these signs, these red flags are not to be ignored. You don't ignore it for any reason. So that in the long run, you will be happy. So these are the signs that you shouldn't ignore. So the last but not the least, that is number 6. They can never stay alone. They can never stay alone. Some men are that way, you know. They quit from this relationship and they jump in to the other immediately without wasting time. They end this one, they jump into this one, they end this one, they jump into this one without evaluating the past, evaluating why this relationship broke, without checking themselves why this relationship broke. Was it because of my character? Why? What did I do wrong? What happened? What transpired? They don't check it, they don't evaluate anything at all. They just jump into the next relationship. They just move on with any available lady they just met immediately, thinking that they will use that woman to heal. And you find out that the woman in question is the one that will be receiving pains in the long run, because he wants to use you and heal. He wants to tell the lady that left him that, look, I've gotten another one. He's not because of you that he didn't come for you because he loves you. No. You as the lady will be the one to be doubting, to be checking. I don't think this man loved me, But he's there just hanging out with you because he's the type of guy that he can't stay alone. No. He can't just stay alone to think about himself. He wants a woman to warm his bed as often as possible. So he doesn't have time to stay alone. That is why they jump from this relationship to the another. So a lot of guys are like that. A lot. I've come across guys that are like that. They jump from one relationship to the other. This relationship break, you don't even reason. You don't even say, okay, let me be alone for now and know what I want and work towards what I want so that I will get my next relationship will work out perfectly for me. You don't do that. He doesn't reason. What he knows how to do best is to end this one and jump into the next, end that one and jump into the next. And you find that in years to come, this man will not change. This man will still remain stagnant. This man will still remain the same. No changes at all. No evaluation whatsoever. So this topic, this case in its own is a very vast topic. A lot of men are like that. So I know of one guy, he broke up with the wife. This is marriage. In the space of 2 weeks, he met another lady. And the lady in question didn't even know that this man was just waiting just to heal. But that healing he did not get. Before you know it, this lady is pregnant for him. This lady has given birth. And immediately, he now met another one. You see? He now met another one. In the space of a year, he now have another relationship immediately. And before you know it, that one still gave birth. Before, the wife that left had three kids already for him. Before you know it, in the space of 1 year and some months, he has already have 2 different other relationships with kids, with children. Even he doesn't think about what he's doing for a living. He just, tomorrow he will tell you that even that one self, I'm not going to marry that one. I'm still looking for another. He keep on looking for ladies. He keep on looking for relationship because he doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what he wants. He just wants a lady that can warm his bed. He just wants to feel among, how can you leave me? How can a woman leave me? No. It's not possible. If you leave me, I will get another person immediately. If you leave me, I will get another person immediately. Life goes on. He doesn't think. You find out that this young man will keep on living that way. There will not be change at all. He keeps on living the way he thinks that is good, but that is a no for me. Is a no for me. This very issue is a vast topic because I'm going to talk about it in a separate video. Because I know a lot of you young men watching this video, you guys are like that. Please try as much as possible. When this relationship did not work, please try and be alone for some time. You can do it. You can. If you have self-control as a man, you can. If you don't have it, try as much as possible to have self-control, because this word self-control can save you from being with a bad person. You did not evaluate the past relationship and know what you will add in the new relationship, and will know your do's and don'ts. Look at the type of woman I want. Look at what I want to be. Look at how I want my life to be. Okay, since this one did not work, what is the way forward? How can I be a better person? How can my relationship work? Because if you're alone, you'll be able to think about this. But when you jump into the next relationship without even healing properly, you've not healed properly. You jump into that one thinking that because of this one, let me, so that you use this one and not whether you will heal. At the long run, you've not healed. Before you know, you will still leave that one and meet another person. Just like that, your years will be going. You don't have a steady relationship. If they told you, okay, marry this one here, you say no, you cannot marry her. You don't love her. You don't love her, but you are sleeping with her. You don't love her, but you are staying with her. In fact, you are cohabiting with her. So guys, please, let us try to have self-control. If you build that word self-control, it will save you a lot. If you save you from being with a man-bed, yes. If you save you from being with a Jezebel, because you find out that most of these young men, after series of mistakes, they will finally end up with a Jezebel. They finally end up with a woman that is not supposed to be in their life. They will end up to be with somebody that is so wicked that can even cause harm to them. So try as much as possible as a man to evaluate your relationship. Check yourself. See where you are doing wrong. See where you are doing right. Know what to add. Know what to remove before you move to the next relationship. That will help you. Because this issue has caused more harm than good. You thinking that this Mr. A, Miss A left you. Okay, you've gotten Miss B. You think, okay, so that Miss A will feel bad that you didn't even go back and look for her. Because sometimes women can leave you thinking that, okay, if you love them, let her know whether you come back for her. But you didn't do that. You didn't check, okay, what is this woman doing to me? Am I the cause of her leaving? You correct that and go back to her, apologize, and you find out that relationship will work well in the long run. But no, you didn't do that. You just want to impress yourself. You just want to show her shaggy. You just want her to feel bad. You will immediately meet another person. Immediately. You start cohabiting with the person instantly. So in the long run, who is losing, who is gaining? Who is losing, who is gaining? At the end of the day, you will not still marry that one. So what have you achieved? You will still move on to look for another woman. You kept on hurting ladies, hurting them at will, thinking that you don't love them, but you are sleeping with them, you are living with them, you are cohabiting. You are with a woman, but you said you don't love her when it comes to marriage, but you love her when it comes to bad things. Your years is going, oh. Your years is going. You are wasting your years, and you are still wasting that young lady's year. And ladies, try and be careful. Try and detect when a man wants you, because all these things are playing in your front. You will not tell me that you don't know that this is playing. You will not tell me that when you see a man that loves you that you will not know. These are topics I'm going to share in this channel. So feel free to watch my video from beginning to the end, because you are going to learn one or two things that will help you in your relationship. Because a lot of issues that we'll be bringing into this channel, a lot of things, a lot of topic, a lot of happenings in our society. So know when a man is there for you. Know when he is there for you, so that you will not waste your time. So these red flags that I've shared, there are a lot of them. There are lots. But big six I've already shared now. Just go through it. Check that your relationship. Know if these things are there. Address it. Don't just move out. No. Address it. Check